More and more fully electric cars are coming out every day and leaving normal gas-powered cars in the dust. Today, you will learn about the fastest and most exclusive electric cars that are going to come out or have just recently came out. Thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to Supercar Kid. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 electric hypercars that are going to change history forever. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. The first car on this list is very different, and not just because it has 1,800 horsepower or that it looks like a spaceship. No, this car gets even more interesting. The same woman that made this little electric scooter has made one of the most amazing cars in the world, but with the help from a lot of people, including from brands like Ferrari, Pagani, Lotus, and Rimac, which I'm going to talk about later in this video. Surprisingly, it was designed in the mid-1990s, but the designer oddly wished to stay anonymous. It is the first hypercar from Singapore and is named Dendrobium after a flower native to Singapore. The doors resemble the flower when it is blooming, and in my opinion, it is literally the coolest car doors I've ever seen. It can do a 0 to 60 in a crazy 2.7 seconds, and the top speed has not been unveiled yet, but it will easily pass the 200 mph mark. We're not sure the exact price, but we expect it to be at least over $1 million, and it is going to come out sometime between now and 2025. Really fast, before we go to the next car, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button. That way you stay updated with all the latest car news. The Tesla Roadster was the first Tesla ever to be made. It was crazy fast, and back then electric cars were not common. So now Tesla has made a new Roadster. It has not came out yet, but they're going to start production in 2020. But Elon Musk does have a reputation for delaying cars. This car is considered by many the fastest car in the world. Why, you ask? Well, Tesla claimed it can do a 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds, which I don't even see how that's physically possible, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. It has a top speed of over 250 miles per hour, but the amazing thing is it will only cost you $200K. That's 1/15 the price of a Bugatti that is even slower than the Tesla. But if that's not enough, it can do 0 to 100 in 4.2 seconds. They're going to make under 500 a year and only 1,000 in total of the Founder Series edition. The third car on this list is the Lotus Evija. While it might have the Lotus badge, this is actually not a Lotus. It is way too big, powerful, and fancy to be a Lotus. Lotus has been owned by many brands, including General Motors and Toyota, and now is owned by someone else. This car literally looks like it spilled milk from the future. It's amazingly aerodynamic while looking great. Only 130 are going to be made, and they will cost a whopping $2 million each. It has 2,000 horsepower, which is literally unheard of, and can do 0 to 60 in only 3 seconds. It has a ton of aerodynamic features, including the diffuser, wing, and the huge holes in the car. The interior is really cool too, and looks like it's from some alien spaceship. The fourth car on this list is the Rimac Concept 2. This is the Rimac Concept 2. It is the most technologically advanced car in the world, and just to put it into perspective, it produces 6 petabytes in 1,000 hours. If that means nothing to you, the entire human history can be neatly put into 50 petabytes. So you're probably thinking, then this car must be fast, right? The answer is no. This car cannot just be described as fast. That would be an insult. Do me a favor and picture yourself going 0 to 60 on the highway in 1.8 seconds. Yeah, it scares me too, but that's not all. It can do 0 to 186 miles per hour in 11.8 seconds and has a top speed of almost 260 miles per hour. Only 150 will be built, and they will cost over $2 million each, not including that the average person spends over $600,000 in extras. The full name of this car is the Rimac Concept 2, but it's no concept anymore and should be coming out at the end of 2020. One more thing that's really cool about this car actually senses your face and unlocks. The final car on this list is the Pininfarina Battista. This car is made by an Italian designer that designed many Alfa Romeos and some of Ferrari's most expensive cars. So he decided to make his own brand, and man did he hit the jackpot with this one. The exterior is beautiful, but the interior is from heaven. It's literally a moving piece of art, but you guessed it, this car is crazy fast. It can do 0 to 60 in only 1.9 seconds, and can do 0 to 100 in 4 seconds. That is literally unheard of. It's going to be limited to only 150 units, and only 50 of those for North America. It will cost over $2 million each, and have almost 2,000 horsepower. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. I would appreciate it a ton if you would subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you soon.